Need a bit of watering. Got those last week. Experiment. Not the first time. Got my troughs. I'll do that tomorrow. Oops. Easy, tiger. Easy. No. No. Come on, back. Come on. Come on, off the bloody roof. Come on. Off. Go on. Whoa, that was close. Join's good. Along here, going around there, that's a little bit fiddly, but I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. When it's dried, we'll have a look at it. Over there, still a little bit wet because I had to go on a bit thicker to get it all evened out. Come back to that tomorrow to see what it looks like. In the meantime, should we go for a walk? Come on in. Good boy. Go and get your brother. drying out nicely. 3 coats. This is what it looked like before I started, and obviously I've done this layer in the past when I put the meshing on. Yep, they're getting really excited, which is such a shame because I want to get this section done. But I guess I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow now because it'll be dark by the time we get back. Whew. We're on to Friday. I'm both relieved and chuffed that I was able to get the 2 large areas, the back and this side, done, and I'm pretty pleased with them. Yeah, there's a lot of work needed to be done there. I'm glad I got it out of the way now because the temperature, I just noticed, is going up from today to what we would perhaps ordinarily call the norm for this time of year. And obviously working along any areas outside when the temperature warms up, drying times and all that, it can make it very fiddly. And because we've had so much rain, I haven't been exposed to too much sunlight, and therefore when it does warm up, I'm obviously going to be very wary that it's going to be beating down on me. So this area here, as you saw, I got to above my head halfway along the door and then I stopped. I got up really early yesterday, just as the sun was rising. I woke up, came out for a pee, and then decided just get on with it, and I managed to get the rest of this section done. So I'm very pleased about that, and I had to really push myself to get on with it because I was already aching a little bit. Then I went down to the beach for a little break, lunch with a mate. I think I left about 1 o'clock. It was very warm, but by the time it got down to close to Faro, the wind was picking up, coming directly from the coast, and as you go towards the airport, it was buffeting away, and then obviously onto the island, and that was really windy. But it was so nice to see the sand and the smells of the sea and the sea itself. Really nice. There's a restaurant there. I've only been there a few times, but they do really nice toasties. Amazing, simple food, but it is really nice. Chicken, brango. And then I spotted this little hut. It's a toilet. It's amazing really how simple things can be. They just do what they're supposed to, and it's been there for a while. It's obviously been weather torn and lasted for quite a few years. But what more do you need, eh? Toilet, a sink, a urinal, and a place to store your surfboard or paddleboard. So full of character. We stayed there for a while, but it was getting a little bit cooler, so it was time to come back. But it was nice to have a little break. And then when I got back, I carried on with that little stairwell area where the giraffe used to be. I thought I'd give it one last layer on there to match everything else that I'm doing down here. And that went on till late because it was dark as I was putting the last coat on, and then obviously darker, cooler, drying times are different. I think it was midnight by the time I came out and I finished sponging that down. But looking at it this morning, it's worked out well. So we got the back done, we got the side done, the front. I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. There are a couple of bits I need to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do bits and bobs today because I am aching a little bit. My arms are sore. No good for the tennis elbow doing this. I'll see. I haven't looked yet. I'm going to go around there now and see what I can do. Yeah, this is a relief. Okay. I think before I do anything, I need to tidy up around here, so I'm going to get the trailer and disappear that lot. I had the branches trimmed down where they were overhanging the house and getting a little bit uncomfortably close, but I had to leave part of it because it's holding the pipe up. So I think I'll do that. I just step away from what I'm doing for a minute. Oh shit. Wet trowel. Oh, you absolute. I keep forgetting I'm wetting it. It all slides off. Oh, this bastard bucket. Good morning. Oh, what a relief. I feel good. I feel really good. It's Saturday afternoon. I've done bugger all today and I think I deserve it. The effort that I had to put in to get the side and the back done, and I've done a couple of other bits off camera, was a big ask, and obviously given the area size. I tell you what I was very lucky with though, the temperature has really changed the last few days, and had I have been starting that in the temperatures we've had now, that would have been really horrible. So it was pretty good timing, I'd say. It felt like that was dragging on a bit doing that, but I didn't start it till 7 o'clock, letting it cool down a little bit, and that direct sunlight on there would have made it really awkward. And it was dark when I finished, but it actually only took about 2.5 hours, something like that. I was packing up and then I realised there's still this one area that I hadn't done. I keep ignoring it, and I had some mix left up. So I carried on and cut out the frame trimming and got that done. That means what I was doing last night in this area here are ready now, just for a couple of layers of top coat on there, and they're done. And that really is the easy part, and I like doing that. So I'm looking forward to getting on with that Monday morning, because after I've walked the dogs now, I'm going to carry on. I've got the scaffolding set up, and I want to get the meshing on this wall, do as much as I can before it gets dark, and then tomorrow I'll come back and finish that. Monday, tidy everything up, the areas that I was doing last night, get some good finish on there, go around all the windows, make sure that I'm happy with them, and then a bit of snagging, just walk around the house, make sure there's nothing I've missed out, because when I'm painting, I don't want to come across those things and have to stop. And painting, that's going to be next week. I can't believe I'm saying that, but next week I'm painting the house. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I've also decided on the side around there where I did the French drainage that it is a bit of a waste to render the entire wall. It's very easy to get carried away with everything that I'm doing, but I'm working to a very tight budget. And I've also got to understand that not everything needs doing. And that wall is actually not in bad condition. There are cracks down there, of course. I know why they're there, and I can resolve that. So I'm better off fixing those cracks and then trying to blend it into the existing texture that's there. And that's what I'm going to do. That's going to save me money on all that material. It's going to save me money on the guy who was going to come in and do it. I don't know if he's still going to turn up or not, and I can get him to do something else. And that's something that I feel really good about. I may not do that next week because I want to concentrate on this. That was for further down the line, but that will be in the not too distant future anyway. But a lick of paint on that house is going to feel amazing. So I hope you could join me on that one. That's next week. I'm going to get on with that after a dog walk, and then I think I'm going to crack open a beer.